Look, if you're running a junk removal business or maybe you're at an agency managing junk removal clients, you already know that lead generation is literally your lifeblood. But finding leads that actually convert, without completely draining your profit margins, that's a constant battle. So today, we're going head-to-head. We've got a direct, data-backed comparison between two platforms to find the absolute most profitable way to keep those trucks moving.
So a ton of operators and agencies rely heavily on Google Local Service Ads, LSA. For a lot of folks, it's just the default choice. But when you really stop and look at the data, you have to ask yourself, is LSA truly maximizing your budget? I mean, it's incredibly easy to just turn these ads on and assume that a ringing phone equals revenue. But if you aren't rigorously tracking the actual cost and the quality of those calls, you are more than likely just burning cash. Let's see if this super popular method actually drives profitable revenue.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, the local service ad trap.
So here's the fundamental trade-off we're looking at. On the plus side, LSA is pay-per-call, and it's definitely easier to set up than standard Google ads. But the downsides? They're heavy. You're paying a massive premium for those leads. And honestly, what's worse is the refund dispute process for bad leads. It's notoriously strict. Basically, you're paying top dollar just for guaranteed inbound volume, completely regardless of whether that caller actually wants to hire you or not.
Which brings us to Section 2, the $500 LSA experiment. Let's look at some real numbers.
The baseline for this exact A/B test we ran was a strict budget of $500 per week. Having a highly controlled budget like this is absolutely crucial because as a business operator or an agency managing ad spend, knowing precisely what your $500 buys you is step one to protecting those margins. So let's see how far that money actually went.
All right, what did $500 buy on LSA?
I'm calling to get a pricing for dining table removal from Pasadena area.
Are you in a house or apartment?
Apartment, but the table is already in the parking.
It would be our minimum pickup. It would be $125.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you don't want to schedule it?
No, I have a better pricing. Thank you.
Hi, do you do the furniture hallway?
Yes, we do.
Is it cost or it's free?
Oh, there's a charge for it.
How much
There's
is
a
it?
cost. Well, it starts at $115. That just depending on how much furniture you have.
Okay. Let me talk to my husband first.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi there. I wanted an estimate for queen size mattress pickup.
Okay, where are you located?
West Covina.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't go to a West Covina.
Hey, I just wanted to get a price from you on a dumpster rental.
I'm sorry, on what kind of rental?
Dumpster rental.
Oh, so we don't actually rent out the dumpster. Like, we'll come to your location and we'll, do all the labor and remove everything and to take it with us.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Thank you.
The business received exactly 8 inbound calls for the week, but 2 of those callers hung up before the call even connected. Because of how LSA's billing structure works, the business was charged for 6 connected leads. So that's 6 leads for an entire week from a $500 spend.
If you do the math on that $500 spend, their average cost per lead on LSA came out to a massive $83. If you're in the junk removal game, an $83 lead is downright alarming. I mean, it completely eats your job profitability before the truck even leaves the yard. At this kind of cost, your margins basically disappear, making it nearly impossible to scale or, prove strong ROI to your agency clients. And it gets worse when you look at exactly what that $83 actually bought. Check this out. Out of those 6 incredibly expensive leads, 2 were entirely outside the service area. One caller asked for a service the business didn't even offer. Another caller literally just wanted a free pickup. Out of all of that, only one single caller actually booked a job. You paid for 6 leads and got exactly 1 paying customer.
Now let's pivot to Section 3, the perfect click turnaround.
To see if there was a better way, that exact same business switched over to Perfect Click. They kept the exact same $500 budget in the exact same service area. The immediate contrast here is just undeniable. Within the very first week, the average cost per lead completely plummeted from $83 down to just $32. A drop like that transforms job profitability literally overnight.
And for agencies, handing your clients this kind of cost reduction basically makes you an absolute hero.
And the crazy part is, it wasn't just cheaper. The lead velocity shifted completely. Perfect Click generated those 6 leads in merely 2 days. Remember, LSA took a full week to do that. Perfect Click matched the volume in a fraction of the time for a fraction of the cost. Ultimately, that means keeping your trucks routed, your crew moving, and your schedule full without just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring.
Let's dive a little deeper in Section 4, Superior Quality, Lower Costs. Because, look, cheaper leads don't mean a thing if they don't actually convert, right? So let's compare the head-to-head quality. With Perfect Click, 100% of the leads were right in the target area. That laser focus resulted in an incredible 45% booking rate. Almost half the callers actually booked a job.
And that booking rate soared because every single Perfect Click lead was highly qualified. 100% were dead on target for junk removal or light demolition. They completely eliminated all that wasted ad spend. There were 0 requests for dumpsters, 0 calls for scrap metal recycling, and best of all, 0 people asking for free pickups. When you strip away all those junk calls, your revenue naturally skyrockets.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, the Perfect Click Advantage.
If you're managing clients or running a business, you're probably wondering how this huge performance gap is even possible. The secret sauce lies in a proprietary technology called TrueMax Conversions. Now, this isn't just some basic settings tweak. It's a specialized campaign structure built from the ground up to consistently beat Google's automated systems, like Performance Max. While Google's AI often casts way too wide a net, bringing in all that unqualified traffic we talked about, TrueMax Conversions forces the targeting to stay incredibly tight to actual paying junk removal intent.
For agencies and operators, this tech directly translates to massive business growth. Think about it. If you run an agency, delivering a 45% booking rate at a $32 cost per lead practically eliminates your client churn. It's a game changer for client satisfaction. And Perfect Click is actually so confident in this proprietary structure, they guarantee to lower your cost per lead and increase your return on ad spend, backed by a money-back guarantee. You can check out all the exact terms for that over on perfectclick.ai.
And as an added incentive to test this out for yourself, Perfect Click is currently offering a limited number of $500 advertising credits for early adopters. To claim a credit and see if these numbers hold up in your specific market, all you have to do is create an account at perfectclick.ai. Seeing the undeniable data from this A/B test leaves us with one pretty provocative question. With the superior, data-proven alternative out there, can you really afford to keep wasting your budget on bad leads? Every single dollar you spend on someone asking for a free pickup is a dollar stolen directly from your profit margins. So take a hard look at your lead generation data after this explainer. Thanks for joining me today, and hey, here's to more profitable bookings.